What is up, baddies? Get ready with me to film a new video. Woo! Woo, woo, woo. It's raining, so if you hear anything, it's just the rain, girl. Let it be some ASMR for this video. I'm assuming you can tell by the color of my shirt what look we are going to be doing today. It's going to be yellow. I love a good yellow look. It's raining. It's about to be spring though. We're about to be outside. I need it. I need a good summer vibe. So we're going for like a yellow eye. That's all I want today, a bright yellow eye. I did my brows. I did a whole video on my brows if you're interested. Detailed step-by-step tutorial of how I do my brows. So that's why they're already on. We're just gonna do what we be doing. Take the Sephora Best Skin Ever or your favorite concealer in the shade 34.5N. That's the one that I use. And we're just going to conceal our lids to get us nice and prepped for this eyeshadow. Honestly, the eyebrow video is kind of crazy because I had bad brows. I think we all had bad brows, but like I had some crazy brows, to say the least. For sure, I had some crazy brows. So then again, it's basically the same thing at the beginning. Take the Real Techniques Deluxe Crease Brush, just any fluffy brush you have, and just blend out the concealer. I prefer to do this step now with a brush rather than with a sponge because I feel like the sponge takes off a lot of product and it can leave it slightly uneven. My eyelids, I have creases, girl. I got lots of creases, so I just do not want to deal with that with an eyelid. So blend that out till it looks something like that. And I always will have like extra concealer on the side just because I don't know, sometimes I'm really liking to wing out her eyeshadow, so I want to be able to do that. And then if I don't, not a big deal. It'll blend in with everything else. Then we're going to go in with our One Size loose setting powder in the shade Sweet Honey. Dip into any flat, fluffy brush. This one is like more flat. The other one was like fluffy all around. This is the medium shadow brush from Real Techniques. You will find I use mostly like drugstore affordable brushes, particularly because if I am going to splurge on something, I will splurge on like the actual product rather than the brush. I think a lot of these brushes, I'm not gonna lie to you, I think a lot of them do the same thing, okay? And if I can have a $3 brush or a $30 brush, I'm gonna pick the $3 one. Even if I have the money to buy the $30 one. That's just the way I like to do things. So as you can see, like the concealer is lighter, the loose setting powder is also lighter, and just set it all. Set it all, girl, set it all. Okay, now we're going to start with the eyeshadows. I'm going to be using the same palettes that I used in the previous video. You'll notice I use a lot of the same palettes. I am also looking to getting some different ones though. I just like these because they're affordable. Sue me. I'm a girl who loves a good affordable product. I've been looking into some of the Juvia's Place palettes though because those ones look really good to me. And I've heard they're really good. They're like black girl friendly. I think that's my other issue. I have some colorful palettes that were like highly sought after. People were talking about them a lot online and then I got them and they're just like not it. They're not it. So we're gonna go in with, these don't have shade names. I'm gonna start with this bright yellow and see what we're talking about, okay? It may or may not show up. So let's just see. I don't know if I've used this one. Can you see that? It's showing up. It is showing up. Is it showing up a lot? We'll just call this our lightest transition shade. It's showing up a little. You can, yeah, you see that. You guys see that. Okay. I thought I was tripping. I was like, I can see it. Can you see it? I do both eyes at the same time. So everything I do to my right eye, I will go right in and do to my left eye. I'm just going to take this all through the crease and up through the brow. This yellow will be our transition shade. I'm only going to use 2 shadows today. You guys can create like a really glorious, wonderful, marvelous eyeshadow look using only 2 shadows. Like this green look I did a couple videos back. I think I used 3 eyeshadows. Could have done it with 2, but I used 3. I think you can, yeah, you can definitely see like it's building up in the crease now. Like I said, I'd be loving to wing stuff out. So I think I just naturally do that. Don't know, don't ask me why. Don't know, I just be doing it. Doing the same thing on the other eye, just building up, building it up, building it up. I was really worried that this was not going to show up because I feel like I tried to use it once before and it didn't really show up. Now I'm wondering if it was just user error. Did I do something wrong? Because it's showing up and it's working fine now. So it might have been a me problem. Oh, I didn't even tell you what brush I'm using. Sorry, guys. It's just the fluffy eye blender from e.l.f. Any fluffy brush that has like a little bit of a dome to it, that is perfect. See that? How it has a little bit of a dome to it? In my opinion, that's perfect for getting that first transition shade down. And you call it a transition shade because it's just what you use to blend out any other shades you're about to put on the eye. And you just want them to match. So how much yellow I have on this eye, I want to make sure I have that much yellow on the other eye. Someone left a comment on my first my first makeup video, and they just said that I made things very accessible and it didn't feel so scary. And I love that. I love that because I do think that makeup is one of those things that if you didn't grow up doing it, you didn't grow up practicing it, it can feel very intimidating, and it's really not. Like when I was first getting into it, I definitely did some not so good looks. I'm not gonna lie. They were not that good, but I just practiced. And thank God I had little sisters who let me practice on them because who knows where we would be today if I didn't do that. I also think, like, not to get too woke, I think with the rise of conservatism and fascism, a lot of people are turning to like more traditional routes. You know, you see the rise of things like clean girl makeup. Don't get me wrong, I love a little cutie minimal makeup kind of look. However, I will always prefer a colorful look on the lid. I think it just makes me feel more confident. I don't know. And I think around the same time I started digging into like colorful makeup was around this time I started digging into and getting more into like colorful hair. So just about every hair color you can imagine, I bleached and dyed my natural hair that color and wore it out in like an afro. So I had pink, I had purple, I had green, I had blue, I had orange, I had red, like every color, girl. I've been there, I did that. And I don't know, something about that just makes me feel like more like myself, makes me feel more comfortable, more confident. Okay? So I say that to say playing around with makeup is fun and you don't have to be influenced by what the masses are doing. If you want to do a bright red eyeshadow look and also wear a bright purple lip, like do what makes you feel the most comfortable, the most confident. That's the moral of my story, girl. That's my tea. Now I'm just going to go in with also another Revolution palette. The Revolution Forever Flawless Birds of Paradise palette. So all the names are like Paradise bird names, I guess. I'm gonna dip into this yellow shade here, Canary. I'm gonna take that on the lid. Just with that same fluffy brush, okay? Take that on the lid and just pack it. I could use a different brush, however, I'm not going to, at least not yet. So just pack that on. And then I'm going to dust off any excess and just blend that slightly through the crease. That's all we're going to do for that right now. Dig back into that yellow. You can do this with any color too. And pat that on the lid. I don't know what it is. I cannot close my right eye when I'm doing makeup, but I can close my left eye. Is there something to that? Like, is something wrong with me? Anyways, let me lock back in. Just pack it and blend it. That's all we're going to do with this brush. Time to switch brushes. I'm going to take another e.l.f. brush. This is the Eyeshadow C. And this is very similar to the flat brush that we use to set our lid. It's just smaller. See that? Same shape, just smaller. This is really good for packing shadows on. So now just going to pack this on the lid, that same bright yellow canary color. Oh wait, maybe I can close my right eye. Whoa, never mind. Nothing's wrong with me, guys. Just discovered something new together. So now we're basically best friends for life and you can never leave me.
Are you thinking it? No, you said
Okay.
it.
So I'm just going to pack that on the lid, just like that, until I'm satisfied with the payoff and the color. One thing I will say, this one, it's a little bit patchy. It's just a little bit patchy. It's fine for camera because obviously like you're far away. It is a little bit patchy, girl. A little bit patchiana, but it works. And I think it looks cutie. Yeah, see, now all of a sudden I'm on camera. I could close both eyes one at a time. Usually can't do that. I think with the right eye though, it's more of like I'm forcing my eye to be down. Whereas the left eye, I think I could just do it on its own. I also can't wink though. Does that have something to do with it? At this point, what are we even talking about? I don't know, girl. So just keep packing it on again until you're satisfied with the payoff. Just on the lid. The crease already has the color, so it's fine. And it's just a pack motion, like a dap. Tap, 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 tap motion. Tap, 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 tap motion. No swiping. And then I'm just gonna go back in with that original brush and just make sure that those edges are blended, but I'm not gonna blend anything on the lid. I want the lid to be as pigmented as possible. And I was gonna do like a little bit of an orange, but I don't know, I'm feeling the yellow, so we're just gonna stick with the yellow. And that's the eyeshadow, okay? I'm going to, oh, and then of course, wing it out, girl, wing it out, wing it out. I'm gonna do the rest of my makeup and I will come back to you. As you can see, base makeup is done, brows are done. I'm just going to dip back into the canary shade and just take a little bit of it along the bottom lash line. This is just a fluffy brush, a little fluffy shading brush, very, ooh, do you see that random hair? A little cutie fluffy shading brush. This is also from Real Techniques. Again, your brushes do not have to be expensive. They do not. So just taking that under the eye. Pat, 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 pat. Sometimes I forget which side of the brush I actually put the eyeshadow on, but pat, 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 pat. I want most of the attention to be on the upper lid, but that under eye with the yellow, I think it really just brings it all together. And there's kind of like a little sunset moment going on here with the blush, so like I'm feeling it. Just ever so slightly. Pat, pat, pat. It might not even look like anything to you. It might not even look like anything to you, but it looks like something to me, okay? And some of the eyeshadow was kind of taken off by foundation. Why did I forget what that's called? So I'm just gonna go back in a little bit and just make sure that that's like a seamless blend and it's not so harsh. I don't know if that did anything for you, but it did something for me. Now, mascara. I use the Essence What the Fake just because I use this. This also has fibers in it, but I don't particularly care about mascara because I'm covering it up with a big juicy lash like always. I think this look came out cute. Took me a little bit longer. So am I going to be filming late into the night? Maybe. But that's fine. That's fine. So the lash I've been using this lash for 4 years. It is my absolute favorite. It is my go-to. It is the Eye Envy KLEC06. Okay, these are them. I always keep an extra pair on me. I don't know where you can get these near you. I get them at the beauty supply store. I haven't seen them anywhere else. Okay, lash glue I use. Always Duo, bibs. Always Duo. And I use the black one because it's like I don't have to do eyeliner if I don't want to. And it allows the lash band to blend with my natural lashes a bit better. Personal preference, you don't have to do that. That's just what I like to do. I feel like a good lash makes the look, okay? This might look a little bit crazy on its own. As soon as I put on my big, huge, dramatic lashes, you're gonna be like, wow, that really did come together. She was right. I'm sorry I ever doubted her. Just you wait and see. I told you. Look at that. Bam. And do you see what I mean? How the black duo lash glue just creates like a natural eyeliner? I don't have to put eyeliner on. It's so tea. I freaking love these lashes. I see what you guys are always asking because I always wear them. They're my go freaking twos. Gonna put the other lash on and then we'll complete the look. I told you, the lash be lashing, y'all. The lash be lashing. Just going to take that with the fake on the bottom lash line. If I make an ugly mascara face, just act like you don't see it, okay? Look away. Be nice to me. See how good that looks? My God, I outdid myself. I spoke too soon. I spoke too soon. I messed this one up a little bit. It's a little bit clumpy. So I just gotta go make it clumpy on this side to make it look like I did it on purpose. Because I'm not fixing it. And then I do what I always do with that inner corner. I'm going to take the Sephora Collection Colorful Shadow Stick and Liner in 06 Copper. I'm black, so it doesn't look copper on me. It looks gold, and that's the way I like it. See that? That just looks so tea. And then I will just take a little bit, draw it on the tip of my nose. I love a good highlighted nose. Lip combo, same lip combo I've been doing, okay? The Sephora Collection 8-hour colorful transfer proof lip liner in the shade 14 Muted Brown. Line the lip, girl, line the lip. And then I'm just going to, same lip combo I've been doing, I'm living for it. This is the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb in the shade Champ Stamp Fantasy. It's so cutie. Just go over it. The whole lip. I go right over the liner. So juicy. And that is the final look, guys. If you try it, definitely let me know. If you have any requests, any makeup looks you'd like to see, any colors, any palettes, definitely leave it in the comments down below. I will be creating a little suggestion box very soon for you can leave all of your ideas in there because I would love to do them, y'all. I thank you so very much for supporting me on this little new endeavor. It truly means the world to me. I love you guys so much, okay? And I'll see you in the next video. Make sure to like, make sure to subscribe, and make sure to let me know what you want to see more of, whether it be makeup, vlogs, anything. Leave it in the comments, y'all. Leave it in the comments. Bye, guys. See you in the next one.